Hmm? Oh, hey. What's up? Sure. I can brew something up for you. Feeling sick? Maybe you've got a cold coming on? A stomach ache? Hopefully not food poisoning. Who was on cooking duty again? Oh no. Yeah, it's that time of the week. Shoot. Well, it was the best decision I ever made to start making my own food. Probably means you're not the only one coming over for a favor tonight. Really? I'm surprised you aren't kneeling over by now. That stuff looked a little too green for something that didn't have vegetables in it. So what are you making me bring my good equipment out for? Are you going to pay me extra? Take over all cooking duties and save me the trouble of wasting my ingredients on something that's easily preventable. Save us some clean pans and anything I would have used to feed myself for another meal. Seriously, I pray for the days you cook. The only time I ever regret making an excuse to not eat what everyone else is, just so I don't have to hurt anyone's feelings. Make my favorite meal to convince me to eat with you all, and we've got a deal. Well, let's find out if it's worth it. What did you want me to make for you? I imagine it must be something dire if you have no shame in asking me right before bed. No need to apologize if it's important, but if it's not, I may need to ask for more than just a few extra days of meals from you. So tell me, the suspense is killing me. I'm afraid you've come to the wrong person for that. I thought I made it very clear that I value the feelings of others. It hurts me to hurt someone over my personal thoughts on their cooking. But to use my power to take those feelings away, that's damn right cruel. And frankly, not something I would have expected from you. Oh, maybe I should rephrase that. Needlessly cruel to yourself. What has you so concerned that you don't wish to feel something anymore? Maybe lending you an ear would help before you decide you want a potion? So tell me, what's troubling you? I see. That's quite the dilemma. Love is one of the greatest feelings to be blessed with, but it loses much of its value when it's forced to stretch so thinly. I take it that you would rather give one person all your love instead of being half-hearted with two? Do you know which one you would rather love with all your heart? I guess you would be back in your tent planning out your confession if you did. But even so, I can imagine something like that weighing on you, even if you made a choice. I wouldn't want to be asking myself what if when it comes to a special relationship. That isn't fair to the person you choose, or the one who decided wasn't right for you. Well, if the plan is to make it easier on yourself, I'll do what I can for you. I've dabbled in making a few love potions here and there, but with any magic, you need to learn the mechanisms of how they work. Knowing how to give anyone the feeling of love comes with knowing how to take it away from them. The makings of both potions are very similar, give or take a few details, but first and foremost, they both require to know who you love. I'm sorry, but the spell won't work without it. Ask any mage with apothecary experience, and they'll tell you the same thing. The only difference is, I'll make it for free. Favors aside, I think asking you to cook a little more often is a pretty reasonable price. That's all, and I'll give you the best result you could ever ask for. Anything you share with me today stays in this room. Once everything is said and done, this will all be a distant memory for the both of us. Oh? Is that so? I suppose we'll just have to see then. Let's start with one name, whichever you prefer. Take however long you need, whatever you need to feel comfortable. I see. I can't imagine I'm surprised. He's a fine warrior and a reliable ally to us all. And with how kind he is to you, I wouldn't doubt your feelings for a second. Well, I can't speak for others whether it's obvious to them or not, but for me, I suppose I can tell when someone experiences love, regardless of who it's for. Even behind the nerve, you light up when we're all together, so much more than when we all first came here. It's very refreshing. I hope that you at least decide to keep your love for one person in the end, just for that. Then the second better be someone just as special. Whenever you're ready to share. Sorry to tell you this, but you've come to the wrong person then. Given that I'm the one stirring up the spell for you, you're putting a lot of power in my hands for a choice between him or me. With so much bias, I could easily turn the outcome in my favor. Let's not jump to conclusions. I never said what works in my best interest. I think it's best I keep it to myself, so that you can make your own unbiased decision. Well, we can always skip the spell and settle the matter with a few simple words. Confess to me, and I'll give you my answer. Once you have it, you can decide right then and there. Then I guess we're doing this your way. Not that I mind, but this could have been over and done with so quickly. Regardless of my own involvement, I will do my best to remain impartial. Now, in order for the spell to work, a symbol of love for each person is needed. It can be a gift, or even something that reminds you of them. A catalyst of what made you love them in the first place. How about we start with your first love? Is there anything that fits that description of him? Oh yes, I remember this. Truly a one-of-a-kind birthday gift. It was very thoughtful of him to give you this. You never know when a hidden blade will come in handy, especially if the enemy thinks they've caught you off guard. Even if your enthusiasm for battle doesn't match his own, it's clear how much he cares for your well-being. Yes, this will do nicely for the spell. And what about your second love? Oh, I'm very pleased that you've kept this as well as you have. I was worried it might have wilted by now, but having it pressed has preserved it remarkably well. I knew I had to give you something memorable for your birthday as well. You have an accumulated taste for flowers. It's just unfortunate that it happens to be a very difficult one to grow. But I wanted to make sure you were given nothing but the best for your special day. My only concern with this being the catalyst is that it will not remain intact for the spell. And unfortunately, it will take some time to find or grow another one. Would it be all right if we use something different? I wonder if this will do instead. For you. It may not be your favorite, but hopefully your second favorite is acceptable. That's the sort of glow in your eyes that I'd hope your true love continues to bring out of you every day. As much as it pains me to ask for it back, I have no other means of preparing the spell for you. I promise to make it up to you as best I can. Now to extract the essence of love from each of them. With that, we retain their potency, providing them a new catalyst. These ingredients alone can have an unexplained and unpleasant aftertaste, so I'll mix these with a bit of chocolate. Better to make your decision a pleasant one, without being reminded of the bitterness of regret. That and well, I pride myself in the ability to make chocolate. Cooking for myself has really done me wonders for my work. I should have thought of this sooner. I hope to use this method to make potions more palatable. If we can avoid having anyone spit out their medicine because of the taste, that will benefit everyone's health and my supply box. Lucky you, being the first to try it out and see how it tastes before anyone else. There's no rush to decide. Take your time. I know it must be hard to let go of something precious like that. Those feelings have had a long time to grow and change within you. You always have the choice to make the decision without them. I can't speak for him, but I can speak for myself, that I wouldn't mind you asked either one of us how we felt before you make the choice. The only thing I would ask you is to not choose based on whoever loves you back. Either of our feelings shouldn't play a part on influencing you. I guess what I mean is that I would rather not be chosen as a backup in case your heart tells you that you love him more, but he chooses to reject you, and the same goes for the opposite. I'm sorry, but I don't mean to influence you like this. I only wish for a happy outcome. But I won't say anything further. I will leave you to make your choice. How do you feel? Is it any different? It may seem like something's missing for a while, but as long as it's not completely hollow, I think your heart will heal quickly. I hope nothing I said made much of an impact on this. Oh no, I mean nothing right now, not before you came to ask. I always try my hardest to make sure to let the people of my life know that their wants and needs are seen. Even if it's as simple as getting someone a gift they want. I'd rather get you something I know you like than guess and have you waiting for someone else to get it for you. I guess I'd rather be number one in someone's book than second place or less. And I'm happy that I get to be that for you now. A confession isn't necessary. You've already shown me how you feel without words, but I think I owe you one. There has never been a doubt in my mind that you were my number one. Even if you had chosen him, I don't think I could ever give up the feelings I have. There's just something in the back of my head that worries me that doing that would have made me less inclined to do the things I've done for you. I'd rather live with my love unrequited than not seeing you light up from getting something that makes you happy. But that's not something I need to worry about anymore. I wouldn't mind making things official now. Even if I give you a kiss, the spell won't affect me. It was made from the catalyst of your love, not mine. I'm not sure that mine would be other than you yourself. Just the way you are is all I've ever needed to feel the way I do. But maybe a kiss would work well as one. Our first will always be special after all. I hope that maybe I can be one for you too. I think that look in your eyes tell me that it is. But now we're in a dilemma. Everything that went on in here was supposed to be confidential. I guess that means we're going to have to keep our relationship a secret from everyone else. Maybe a certain someone needs to be on cooking duty more often, so you can get sick and request my services more often. Oh, we don't have to do that. But as this was a confidential service, it's up to you whether you want to share it with everyone or not. I don't mind either way. Whatever makes you happy, it's your choice, first and foremost.